Hello, exiles. This is Ryan from Behind Eyes Gaming, and welcome to my a little bit later than usual day one update. I guess day going into day two now. It's been 25, a little over 25 hours since the start of the league, or the start of this event, I should say. And I am currently going to be playing an Inquisitor in this event. It's the Delirium Everywhere event. Trade League, and I have an interesting little build. So I still wanted to do some Heatshiver action because I really like this item. It's obviously very good, and I didn't want to do Frostblades because I didn't think it had enough oomph. So basically, I decided, well, I'm going to figure out what I can do to, get there and possibly be able to freeze things and make full advantage or take full advantage of Heatshiver. So I landed on Inquisitor and I landed on Exsanguinate. So I'm currently running an Exsanguinate Inquisitor with Battlemage, specifically Instruments of Virtue. And I am utilizing the setup Hrimsorrow, converting my physical damage to cold. Heatshiver, of course, to give me extra cold as fire based on chill and freeze. I'm not freezing that much yet, so I'm mostly just getting the chill, which isn't 30% more damage, but later on I'll be able to hopefully get the 100% more damage as well. And Marohi Erqi. Marohi Erqi is very interesting because it just has a huge amount of physical damage. Now, Exsanguinate has a 270% effective added damage. So basically, and Exsanguinate's pretty exceptional in a lot of ways. I wanted something that cleared about as well as Frostblades, and Exsanguinate does that if you have the chain support, and you can always gem swap like I'm going to be doing. Although I don't think added cold damage is that good now that I have so much added flat damage. It's probably better that I get another more damage multiplier instead. But yeah, the idea is that I get Exsanguinate with Marohi Erqi. Depending on the role, it's roughly equivalent to a level 23 or 24 Exsanguinate by itself. So even if Exsanguinate did no damage and just had the effectiveness of added damage and then like the rest of its stats, but didn't have any damage on it at all, it would still be doing as much damage as a level 23 to 24 Exsanguinate, specifically because of Battlemage and Marohi Erqi. And once I get a level 21 Exsanguinate with Marohi Erqi, it'll be doing roughly the equivalent of a level 30 Exsanguinate because of how high the added damage is on this. So that's just a testament to how insane it is. Only problem with Exsanguinate is it has a very slow cast time, and I didn't really want to stack a lot of cast speed, so I'm getting over that by using Unleash currently, and I may switch to cast on crit later with a very high fizz damage staff. But the problem is I'll probably need to get hits can't be evaded, which is a prefix. So that's pretty much the idea behind the build. And as you can see, when I go out into the world here, I'm just going to do a little bit of clearing to kind of show what we're at. This is a 64% delirious area. Obviously, I'm not as far as I would generally be for a number of reasons. This is just a slower kind of event, and also I just didn't play all that much last night because I wasn't having fun at first until I kind of figured out this direction I was going to go. But with this, we're doing just a baseline 7,000 to 11,000 some odd damage and some change per Exsanguinate. So I'll kind of just clear through here to show what the clear looks like. As you can see with the chains, it's really nice. One downside is the movement skill. I have to use Flame Dash. I can't. Marohi Erqi is so slow, I can't use Leap Slam. I'm not running a shield, so I can't use Shield Charge. So my options are pretty much Lightning Warp and Flame Dash. And Lightning Warp is heavily reliant on cast speed as well. Okay, this is an Empowered Elements. Okay. The way Empower, I should probably at least pick up these Fracture. Okay, just to see if it had something good, because people might still be running like lightning strike and stuff in this. But yeah, as you can see, the empowered elements guy is difficult just because they take like either no or a hugely reduced amount of damage from an element, and then it like cycles through. I don't remember exactly how it works, but like 2/3 of the time you basically can't damage them with one specific kind of element, so you kind of have to wait for 4 to 8 seconds or whatever for it to cycle through so you can actually hurt them. But yeah, the clear is pretty solid overall. Obviously I'm over leveled because once again this league just kind of ends up being that way. There's a lot more stuff in all of these different things. I'm actually building very defensively so far, so I don't have that much damage on the tree currently. So I am going to shoot up in damage very, very considerably. Also on a 4 link, which is obviously I would be on a 4 link, and I'll probably be on a 4 link, but I do anticipate that I'd be able to get into maps with this build as it currently is. I probably won't have to make many more upgrades other than the fact that I'm not lightning resist capped just yet. So downside of the unleash, of course, is that you have to wait for the seals to come up to get full damage. It repeats for each additional seal. At low levels, it's not really worth getting the caster mastery for an additional seal most of the time because you're just going to be waiting that extra bit longer. But the wait time per seal goes down as the unleashed gem itself levels, so that will give us that opportunity. Yeah, what's this, 54% delirious? Yeah, so it's not doing too bad. We don't have any crit chance really until we get our second, just a tiny little bit. I think crit chance is currently 13.5%. That'll go up quite a lot when we get our second ascendancy, as about a little over 250% crit we'll get from that. And the third ascendancy is what's really going to skyrocket things to high levels. So downside is I won't have the stats that I would, be putting on weapons and also shield. So gonna have a little bit lower life, lower armor, etc. But yeah, I'm currently running like determination, vitality, Herald of Ice still, which I don't know if that's strictly necessary, but the explosions do help a little bit with clear, although they're noticeably much less effective in, with the delirium. And the nice thing too, with all the physical damage converted, even our Frostblink does a very considerable amount of damage as well, which is a 1 link at the moment. Another physical damage. This is my second 8 passive physical damage. Now they're very low level, and I don't know if I'll be able to fit a cluster jewel, but I'm probably going to try because I path close to things. But I have some options for that if I do decide, because obviously you're going to get a lot of cluster jewels in this. Wall City is a very
I have seen this place in my visions of doom.
Okay. Vol City is a little irritating of a map, but I'll just find the waypoint on this and go over kind of the rest of all of my gear and stuff after that. So feel free to skip ahead. I don't know if I'm going to bother putting timestamps in this kind of, more of a overview video, but I'm sure you can basically just look at the little preview thing and figure out where I'm sitting in the city. Or in town. Wow, that was one of the easiest Vol cities I've ever had, honestly. I usually never find it that easily. Okay, so go back to town here, and let's see what we got. So gear-wise, besides the 3 items, I just have this extremely terrible ring that I could probably upgrade anytime. I should probably take some time to upgrade it, especially considering I'm not capped on lightning resist. This just resist ring basically, which is good enough. It's got a lot of attributes, a lot of dex and int, which I need, obviously. And then it's also got a little bit of life, a little bit of all resist, and cold damage, which is nice. This belt, which is actually pretty good. It's got strength, life, couple resists. Yeah, pretty solid. And these boots that I got really early, they had, I mean, it was pretty early on. I think it was like Act 2 or 3, and I've just been wearing them ever since, and I crafted movement speed on them. Pretty solid. Body armor, you know, life, resist with the crafted resist. Nothing too special there. So gear's not particularly outstanding, but outside of this ring, which I should upgrade in order to get my lightning resist maxed. In fact, if I got rid of this, the cold resist, I could literally just put on a topaz ring right now and I'd be better off, like with no stats at all. So I should probably do that, or craft one up with an essence or something at least. But yeah, skill tree wise, I'm a little all over the place. I need dex, so I'm into precision, and it's nice to have a little bit of cast speed, because Exsanguinate, while it isn't like it doesn't hinge on cast speed, you still want enough that you're not locked into place too long, because I think it'll lock you in place longer if you've got really slow cast speed. I'm also planning on getting nimbleness because it's got like crit stats as well, so I should have a nice snappy cast there. Went up through here just to not waste, because I was using a before I got the Hrim Sorrow. I wasn't really doing a lot of elemental damage, so I didn't want to path through here, and it saves me a point that way either way, and we're also going this way, so that's helpful. Like the life, got the stuff here. Got sanctity for regen. I do want some regen. I actually got hardy pretty early because I started doing exsanguinate right at level 12, so I wanted to be able to sustain that, and along with vitality, that just made for good defenses. Got up here, grabbed sovereignty, popped way down here. As you can see, I'm kind of all over the place. I got determination, reservation. I am running cannibalistic right. I don't know if I really need this, but I am just running it for now. Pathing through here, grabbed like the champion of the cause stuff. Probably going to get masteries on both of these. The aura effect, which is really effective with hatred, because I'm doing purely physical damage that's being converted into cold. Hatred is extraordinarily strong in this kind of setup, and so I do want to scale that, because it basically has two different more multipliers, and scaling that up is going to be very, very strong. Probably going to grab like prismatic skin, all the plus max resistance stuff like anointed flesh, all of that kind of thing. And probably going to run Righteous Fire and also Pain Attunement later on. My plan is to eventually 6-link the Marohi Erqi, or get a 6-link Marohi Erqi, put my links in there, and then try to get a Calm's Heart. And Calm's Heart should, that way I can run low life easily and have plenty of life still left over and run Pain Attunement. Currently, I'm going up to Fingers of Frost because I'm close to my second ascendancy, and I'm going to want all of the freeze duration. I'll probably also get the mastery. This will give me a total of 110% freeze duration between the cold ailment duration here, the cold ailment duration here, that's 50%, and then 60% from the mastery, so that's 110. Effective cold ailments doesn't actually scale the it'll scale my chill, but it won't scale the freeze duration. So, and that'll also put us close to like Throat Seeker. I could potentially go up and grab Influence at some point too, but I don't know if I will, because I don't know if I'll have the points is the only problem. But I'll grab the Nimbleness, Fingers of Frost, and Throat Seeker for sure. Other than that, and probably go up to grab like Arcane Potency, and from there, I guess I'll go Cluster Jewels after getting like Barbarism, all the plus stuff, so I can run Righteous Fire. And a little bit more regen from like Warrior's Blood, which is a point away, and then at that point I may as well also grab Heart of the Warrior. So that's pretty much my whole plan for the moment. I'm kind of flying by the seat of my pants. I didn't really theory craft this out. Kind of thought of it on the fly. Oh, here's some more regen on quick recovery. I'll probably grab that as well. That seems like a lot of points, so I might not be able to fit my cluster, but we'll see. But yeah, that's the update. I have a champion built for my frost blades, and I'm going to do an update on that as soon as I get tired of this league, basically. And I also have a reap trickster Heatshiver build that I am doing as well, that I'll update probably around the same time. So I'm leaving to dog sit for my brother while he's on vacation shortly. So I might not post this weekend. I'll probably try to do it on Saturday if I can, or maybe Sunday, or maybe both, if I'm all set up and everything. But definitely Friday I won't be posting. So just so you know. But if you want to see all those updates and see updates for this, yeah, don't forget to subscribe. This has been Ryan from Behind Eyes Gaming, and I will see you next time. Bye.